This is the mate.
Okay.
This is the bombilla,
the bombilla.
the straw. What I do is just put like half of the herbs in this mate. I'm one away for you. No, just take the straw. You're starting bad. Take the straw. Okay.
See, this is why I need you here to teach me how to do it.
Try to put it inside of the cup.
Welcome back to the DOOP presented by Subaru, where we get to know your favorite players off the pitch. I'm your host, Sage Hurley. Over there in the corner, that's Mark the Mailman. We'll get to him later. And more importantly, over here, we have Julian Carranza in the studio. Thanks for coming.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
You're better known around these parts as King Julian. Before we get started, I have to ask, where did that nickname come from?
I think Kim got it in preseason once. We were talking about... I don't remember. I think we were talking about nicknames, and she came out with King Julian from Madagascar. So she started to call me King Julian, and that's how it started. And we keep going with that.
And it really.
And
stuck.
I like it. Yeah, I really like it.
So Kim's one
it fits me too.
Huh?
it fits me too.
Have you ever seen the Madagascar movies?
Yeah, of course, all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I grew up watching those movies.
So when she first called you that, Kim is one of our team photographers and social media managers. When she first called you that, what did you think of it? Because
I don't know. I forgot. I mean, I watched them when I was pretty young, so I forgot about this guy, King Julian. So she reminded me about that movie, and I realized that she was right, like King Julian. So I was just happy with it, but I kind of forgot because I was super young when I watched the movie. So.
And it really, really stuck. So I'm so glad we had you in this week after the Nashville game, because was that electric or what? You scored the equalizer in a 2-1 win, and your celebration, that was my personal highlight. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it was a really nice weekend for us. Really big 3 points on the road again. Yeah, basically, I remember we played our first game in their stadium. It was their first home game. The home opener, 2 years ago, and then I remember we went outside. We started walking around the city, and then everyone started explaining me that it was the city of the music, the music city or whatever it's called. And then I remember I thought if I score, I'll do a guitar or something. And then I remember that I just thought about the flag because I could do a guitar with the flag. So that game we tied 1-1. Mikel scored. And then the next year, so the year before, we won 2-0, but I didn't score. So this game, I scored, and I was celebrating with the guys. And that thing just came up to my mind. I was like, oh, the guitar. So if you watch the video, I just walk back to the corner, and then I grab the flag, and I do the guitar. So it was funny, though, and I enjoyed it. So
that was two
was
years
nice.
in the making, that celebration?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it because I wanted to do the first home opener, so I couldn't score the next game, so I scored now, and then I just did it. It was beautiful. I got a video right in front, in the corner, and then it was funny though.
That was awesome, and it's so fitting. But usually your celebration is something like this,
yes.
Right? Can you explain what that means?
Yeah, I do it for my fiance Claudia. So I do her initials every time I score. So she gets happy, I get happy too, and then I have to keep scoring.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
And I heard you're learning French because she's from France, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that been?
It's been hard. It's hard French. It's a hard language to learn, but I can speak. I can understand more than what I speak. So her parents, they don't speak Spanish or English, so I have to communicate in French. So that was the main point why I learned French. And it's been pretty good. I can talk to Ale, Mbaizo. I can talk to her in English, her friends as well. So it's good. I'm not 100% there yet, but...
Are you taking classes?
No, I wasn't. I was at the beginning.
Okay.
I took for 3 or 4 months classes. And then it got pretty hard now. So I stopped because it's very hard now.
And she's teaching you now?
Yeah, she does. She talks to me every single day in French. We can communicate, and then sometimes she makes it a little harder because there's words that I don't understand, I don't know, and then she keeps telling me, and I'm trying to learn, but sometimes it's difficult. But we can communicate though, so that's. I feel good as they can speak in French, so I have to keep learning.
Well, this season you've had a lot of chances to shatter out with your celebration because you've had a pretty incredible start to the season. First, you have the hat trick against Saprissa, and then you've scored 4 goals in league play, and the team is undefeated. What has the start been like?
I mean, just like you said, yeah, it was a hot start for myself. After I have a little injured, I was out for a couple games, and I mean, we've been the same team as always. Hard to play against. We know what we play, what we want, and then, I mean, we show it in the field. You see, the other day in Nashville, we didn't have. Our first half wasn't the best one, but we came out in the second half. We wanted to win, and we got goals. That's all we need. Sometimes we don't play beautiful. We don't have a good soccer, but we score, and that's what matters. And I'm happy to be scoring now, and I'm happy to be helping the team. And then as I say, we are a tough team to play against. The other teams, they don't want to play against us. They don't want to come here to play against us.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, I know. I'll be thinking the same way. I'll be scared of Philly. So, and nobody likes us in the league, so that's why they don't want to come here.
You know already. No one likes
exactly.
us. We don't care.
We're tough to play. That's the truth, and they don't like it. So yeah, basically that. And then I'm happy with the start, and I hope we can keep the unbeaten for a long straight.
How about some of those young guys stepping up in Portland? What was that like to see some people like Jeremy Raffanello come into the game and really do a good job?
I mean, not just Jeremy. I think everyone, Oliver, as you said, Jeremy, Marcus, Quinn's been doing it since we started the season. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had a lot of players left. They went to the national duty, and then it was hard for us because we were missing a lot of players, but everyone was talking about it. Everyone was saying, like, okay, Philadelphia doesn't have any players. They all left. They thought we were going to lose. So I think those little things, those little comments make us, like, go even harder. And that's how we got the win over there, because we were fighting. We were all playing with each other. We knew it was going to be a hard game, especially on the road. And then with just a few players that we had, so I mean, not a few, but there was like 7 players gone. So, and then yeah, it was hard, but we got the points. Everyone stepped up, and it was beautiful.
So that win in Portland, and then a win at home against Minnesota, then another road win against Nashville. You scored in all 3 of them. This has been a really big year for you, and you're one of a handful of Argentinians across the league that are making a big impact in MLS. I'm thinking about Thiago Almada, thinking about Acosta at Cincinnati, obviously Lionel Messi. You have Drizzy at Austin, and Copetti at Charlotte. What has it been like for you to see people from Argentina dominating Major League Soccer this year?
I mean, those are really good players too, yeah, especially Argentinians. Yeah, it's been great. The 3 wins on the road that we got, I've been able to score in those games, and I helped to keep scoring. But yeah, there's a lot of good players in this league, especially Argentinians. They're always there, scoring goals, making assists, especially the number 10 from Miami. I mean, it's nice to see them here, to see them play, to see them do good things, and then of course I'm sure they're happy that I'm doing well too.
How was it playing against Messi?
I mean, I wasn't able to play that game because I was kind of injured. I got injured.
The field with him.
Yes, it was beautiful. Just to have a little chat, just talk about life, and we were not talking about soccer. We were just talking about life, and I say thank you to him because of the World Cup, and then we started just talking about our type of things, and it's nice. It's nice to have the best player of the history of soccer right next to you, and then of course I enjoyed it. I changed my t-shirt with him. I have it at home, so it's pretty nice. I enjoyed it a lot. I was waiting for that moment. It's a long time.
I can tell it's pretty special to you to be able to speak with him.
I mean, yeah, I grew up watching him in Barcelona. I remember my brother was a fan of Ronaldo. I was a fan of Messi. So every single derby from Barcelona, Real Madrid, we were watching it. He was watching it in my mom's room. I was watching in the living room. So I remember the 5-0 that Barcelona won, that Messi didn't score, but he gave a couple assists. And then I was screaming every single goal to him, and he got mad, and he came back to me. He turned off the TV because they were losing so bad. And I was just screaming, Messi, Messi. He was going crazy. But yeah, I mean, I grew up watching Messi play. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how many years I watched him play, and just having in that moment next to me, it was pretty enjoyable, yes.
Did you call your brother after you met Messi and say?
I mean, I sent a photo of the jersey right away. I mean, of course, he saw the videos that I swapped jersey with him. And then, yeah, I had like 10 messages from him telling me, show me the jersey, please. Don't wash it. Don't wash it. Just leave it there. So I didn't wash it, though. So.
That's what you got to do.
Uh-huh. I didn't wash it, so it's perfect.
So other than being from Argentina and sharing a love for soccer, those players I mentioned, something you all have in common, or at least many of you, is your love for mate.
Yes, we do. We go everywhere with the mate. It doesn't matter. We always bring it to games, trainings. I don't know. It's just an habit. It's a nice habit. So, yeah.
From your perspective, why is mate so big in soccer culture?
I mean, it's like the things that I told you. I just grew up drinking mate with my mom, my grandmother, and then it's just a part of you that you take it everywhere. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just with me the whole time. I can drink it every single day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Nothing would change for me, but I need it. So, so yeah, it's special. Yeah.
We have some really cool gifts here from our friends from Yerba crew. Jason is a small business owner in Philadelphia, and he brought this very generous assortment of everything you need to make a proper mate.
I mean, yeah, he definitely brought some nice stuff right here. So,
can you explain to me what we're looking at here?
Well, these are different types of herbs. I usually use these 3. I don't like these 2. I usually use these 3, and then, I mean, I guess we can make mate, no?
Let's make mate.
All right. I'll use mine.
So what is this called?
This is the mate.
Okay.
This is the bombilla.
The bombilla.
The straw.
Okay.
Bombilla.
And it has the crest of Argentina on it, so.
That's a cool one. I'll take it, though.
You're going to take it?
Yes, I will.
Oh, good.
So, am I going to make mate again?
We're going to make mate, and I'm going to try to follow you while I do.
Okay. What I do is just put like half of the herbs in this mate. Just like that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just half. Are you gonna do it too?
Yeah, I'm doing it with you.
Oh. I'm gonna wait for you.
So half.
No, just take the straw. Just starting back. Take the straw. Okay. Just put half in that mate.
See, this is why I need you here to teach me how to do it.
Try to put it inside of the cup.
Is that enough?
A little more, no? Is that half? No, that's not half. A little more.
It seems like more than half.
Alright, that's perfect.
Okay.
So now you put your hand like that. You shake it a little bit. And you put it like 45 degrees. I don't know if that's right, but just on the side like this. That you can see like the mate is like that. The herbs are like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can see in the camera, but like exactly. Oh yeah, you're doing it good. You're doing it right. So now you grab a little bit of water and you put it in that hole over there.
Like this way or from
yeah, the perfect in that hole. No, not on this from the side. Yeah, exactly. Just put it a little bit. That's enough. And then now what I usually do is I put the straw like that and I sit it there for a couple minutes. Just like this.
Oh,
like that, exactly. Just leave it like that a couple minutes. There we go. It's not that hard, no?
Oh, I made a little bit of a mess.
So, okay, you put it like that.
What is the purpose of pouring it? Why do you make the mate go in like a mountain? What is the purpose of that?
That's the best way to not, I don't know how you say that in English, but desperdiciar. So you can use all the herbs
Okay.
and not just use half and have to throw it because you're going to make it bad.
Okay.
So in that way, you put it like that and you first use the herbs that are down there,
Mhm.
and after you can move the mate to use the herbs that are on top.
Okay. So.
So that's why there's after also a trick when you drink like 2 of this,
Mhm.
you have to switch the herbs. So you have to put all the ones that you use, you have to move it on the side, put the other one down, and after put that one up again. So you have to switch the herbs. It's pretty hard.
So you carry around this a lot of the day. How
Uh-huh.
long do you have these herbs in there for? Until you have to change them.
I mean, I drink like 2 bottles of this, and then after I change the herbs, and I can make a new one again, and another 2 bottles, and then after it keeps going.
You're a very caffeinated young man, aren't you?
I mean, it doesn't do anything to me. To me,
Case in point.
it's just normal. Like it doesn't change anything. So there's some people that say that it make them well hyper or whatever. Not to me though. So after what I do is just with the bombilla, with the straw,
Mhm.
you put your finger there so there's no air coming. So you put it on the bottom, and you push up a little bit. And that's how you have your mate. Exactly, just like that. Just leave it there. Don't make a mess. And then now start just putting water in that little hole. And then after you drink it, you can
How
put a
much
little
more?
more. You can do it. Just don't go over the top. So after you drink it, when it's done, I will have some. When you're done with it, you have to make some work to the herbs. So, is it good?
I didn't try it yet.
Okay, try it out.
with you.
Okay, let's go. Good as always.
How about that? So
You have to finish first.
Oh.
Relax. You don't have to drink it all around. You have to enjoy the mat, enjoy the moment. Just have a chat. Please, next time try to do better than that. That's how we do it. Just in Argentina, we just get a mate. We start having a conversation and we just enjoy it. And
So
just,
when did you first start drinking mate?
I mean, I started when I was pretty young with my grandmother. When I was, I don't know, I believe 7, 8. My mom too. And then after, when I moved out to Buenos Aires, that I was playing in Banfield, there was a lot of professional players drinking this mate. So I was drinking sweet mate before, and after I learned how to do this mate, so I got used to this one, and then I started at I think like 14 years old, and since then I haven't stopped.
Wow.
It's just an addiction. And like we use it for everything, like to have, we go to the beach, we drink mate, I don't know, the people at work, they drink mate. I don't know, like you guys go for a coffee, we go for mate. That's how we do it.
What exactly is mate?
What exactly is mate?
What is in these bags? For people who don't know.
I mean, there's just herbs, I guess. There's nothing special. It's just herbs, and then it's just like a tea. It's just like a drink of tea, and then of course there's different herbs that you might like or you might not. Like I don't like those, but whatever. There's some people that do.
Do you drink this before getting on the soccer field?
I drink it every time.
Really?
Every time. Like I drink it at the hotel, sometimes in the locker, sometimes before coming to the stadium. Like when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is the mate, and I have breakfast with mate, of course. In the afternoon again, when I watch games, it's just normal. It's an addiction.
So what I've come to understand is that the mate gourds can mean a lot to a person. I know you have a special one coming in. Can you explain what is going to be on your new one that's coming in soon?
I mean, it was a pretty cool one that I told my friend to make. So I had the idea because I saw some people with like the logos, the badges of the teams, and I wanted to do something like that because I don't have one. So the new one that is coming at the end of the month, a friend is bringing it to me. It's is one that says JC9, and then I have right here on the sides I have the Philadelphia logo, Banfield logo, Inter Miami logo, and Argentinian logo. So
all the teams that you've been to.
Exactly. That's how. That's why I did it, because I saw so many people doing it. So I wanted to.
And if it's something you use every day, it
Exactly.
has some special pieces of you on there.
Exactly. That's why.
And it's kind of a conversation piece when you're having these mateadas, as they're called, and you're chatting and you get to talk about your experiences at each place. And
yeah, there's a lot of people that love it. In this team, like Chucho and Baiso, they always talk about this mate that is great, and for me it's normal, of course. So wait until they see the new one. They're going to love it.
So I was going to ask you, when you're in the locker room drinking mate, have you shared it with anyone in the locker room, and have they liked it or disliked it?
I mean, I used to share with Joaquin, because he was Argentinian, and then Chuchu sometimes, but he just drink like 2 or 3 and he doesn't want any more.
Mate break with Chuchu.
Yeah, mate break with Chuchu, exactly. And Baiso tried it once. Jose, Andre, Ale. I think Mikel tried it too.
Really? What did he think?
Yeah, he didn't like it.
Oh.
Jacob, I think he wanted to try it, but after he was like, nah, I'm not drinking that. So there's not a lot of people that like it though. So I just drink it alone by myself. And then sometimes Chuchu when he wants, but not really.
Has Oliver tried it yet?
Oliver?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did.
Because he submitted a question when we said you were going to be the next guest on the podcast, and he asked what temperature your water has to be when you're putting it into your mate.
I mean, I just said it. I think like my little kettle that I use, I put it at 160. That's the perfect temperature for me, because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, so it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that you're talking about a goalie, I think Matt Fries last year, or the year before, he was the one that was asking me questions about mate, and I think he drinks it now.
You're starting something.
I think he does. I think he drinks mate, Matt Fries. I'm pretty sure he does.
Well, it sounds like you need to have Oliver try it. I think that's his way of telling you.
I'll make him try it. I'll make him try. I share treatment with him early in the mornings. He's always there with me, so I'll make him try it.
So what are your favorite snacks to eat while you're drinking mate?
Well, I like Argentinian cookies, of course. I don't have many here, but when I go down to Florida, I get to buy some because there's a lot of Argentinian places. So I buy 10, and I bring them here, and I have for like a month. But yeah, Argentinian cookies, or I don't know. Yeah, Argentinian cookies. That's all I get with mate.
So where you grew up, this is a really big part of your everyday life. Do you get to go back there very often?
I haven't been back in Argentina in a long time. I really miss it. Really miss my family, especially my grandmother, because she's getting old. My friends. So it's been a long time since I went back to Argentina. I've been wanting to go, and I'll probably go soon. So yeah.
What's your hometown called?
Oncativo. It's a little town, very little, in the middle of Cordoba. Cordoba is the big city. So yeah, my little town is called Oncativo. It's pretty little, but.
What was it like growing up there?
It was beautiful. I remember just, just playing in the street until very late. Then my mom was coming out to the streets trying to find me because I was playing soccer. It was just beautiful. Just growing up with all my friends around my house, we were going to play soccer in the street, in the the little backyards in front because it was all we got, and we were making goals with little blocks. So we find blocks in the street. You know the red blocks. I don't know how you call if it's blocks or not.
Like bricks. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we're grabbing those and making like 2 little goals. So we were making a field in the middle of the street. We were stopping every time the car was coming. So it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. And then I'm not gonna lie, I missed it, but I'm not gonna play soccer now in the street when I go back home. But it was very nice. It was very, very nice.
Is that your first memory of playing soccer? Is that how you got into it, just playing with kids in the neighborhood?
I mean, I grew up in a family that we eat soccer, we drink soccer, we dream of soccer, and then everything is soccer. So, yeah, I started playing soccer, I think, at 5 years old. My mom brought me to one of my hometown teams. And it was beautiful, yeah. I remember those are my first memories playing soccer. And since then, I never stopped. It was just playing every single weekend, training every single day. Sundays that were supposed to be the days off, we were playing in the street. And then, yeah, in the school, playing every single time. When there was a break, we were playing with bottles, with everything, with socks, a tennis ball. It was just beautiful. And I'm telling you, it's just how we grew up in Argentina. Everything's soccer. So everything you see on the ground, you can kick it, you can play with. So it was fun, though. It was very, very fun.
When did you first realize, hey, I'm pretty good at this. Like, maybe I can become a professional?
I think I realized when I did my first tryout in Banfield when I was 13 years old. And then I was playing with guys that they were playing in the youngest in that team. And my first tryout I was pretty good. I scored a lot of goals. I was decent at the time. That was 13. And then I remember I trained for 3 days. And the 4th day, the coach told me, like, you have to come back next week. So I was living in Argentina, in Oncativo, my little town, for always.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a tryout in Buenos Aires, like a week. So I went to Buenos Aires. I trained for 3 days. The next day, I remember it was a Thursday. The coach and the sporting director came up to me and they told me, you have to come next week. Just go home, grab your stuff, and come to play with us.
Wow.
So that's like far away from my house. It's like 600 kilometers. It's like 6 hours driving or 7 hours driving, and then 1 hour by plane. So it was far. And then I just came back home and I called my mom that they wanted me to come back. And then I remember just getting to my house and telling my mom. She knew because I called her, but when I told her I want to go, I want to leave, I mean, she started crying in front of me. She was saying, no, you cannot leave. I won't let you leave because you're too young. I was 13 years old at the time. Mm-hmm. And then she was very, very sad. She was telling me, but you have big teams in Cordoba too. You have Belgrano, Talleres, and Instituto. Those are 3 teams in Cordoba. There's like 1 hour away from my house. So she was asking me, like, why you don't go there? It's closer to us. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to let you go that far. It's dangerous, whatever. So she was the one that suffered a lot at the beginning. So did I after when I moved to Buenos Aires. So when I decided to move to Buenos Aires, and it was hard for her, for all my family. She was crying every single day. I was too, because I was too young and I didn't want to see her crying or just missing me every single day. So yeah, my first 2 months in Banfield were hard. I was crying too. I was missing everything because from 1 week to another, I had nothing. I used to have all my friends, playing with them, school, everything. And then from 1 week to another, I changed my life completely. So it was hard my first 2 months. But after when I was 14, I remember I got a national team call for the U15. So I was like, okay, I'm here for something. I'm good at it. The national team is calling me, so I think I should go for it. You know, I should put all my efforts and everything in soccer because I think I'm good at it and I could be a good player. So that's when I realized I make the click that I could be a good player. Sorry for the long story, but it's what it is. So yeah, I realized in that moment that I could be a good player, and I got to the U15 in Argentina. And after I kept playing, I was playing with the second team in Banfield. I went to the first team. I went to the national team again, U17, U20, and then after everything went perfect. Yeah.
That is a big responsibility, a big decision for a 13-year-old to make. How did you deal with that? What did you do while you were there in that really hard time to keep your focus and keep going?
I don't know how I did it, to be honest. It was pretty hard for me too, because when I got there, I had no friends, nobody. I was just by myself and a couple teammates. I was living in Banfield, of course. There was like 20 players, but I was the new one, and I didn't have any friends. So it was hard. It was tough at the beginning, but as I say, the first 2 months I was spending my nights crying in the shower or whatever, so nobody could see me. And then after, when I got the national team call, I got a click on my head. I was saying, okay, I'm not that bad. I'm good. I'm here for something. I'm gonna make it worth it because I'm doing all these efforts. I'm super young and I'm far away from my family, my friends, and everyone. So that's when I make the click in my head that I could be a good player. So I put all my effort in it, and then hopefully it worked out well, I think. So I'm happy with that.
And then you had to make another big transition a little bit later in your life, moving to the United States, playing for Inter Miami, then coming to Philadelphia. What was that transition like?
To be honest, it wasn't that hard for me. Of course, I came to the States, far away from my family too. But when I got to Miami, there was a lot of Spanish speakers. I have a lot of Argentinians, so it was just kind of like, I don't know. I felt comfortable. I was hanging out with all Argentinians, having mate, going to the beach, enjoying it live, and it wasn't that hard. Of course, it was hard to be far away from my family, but I was used to it. I was very used to it because I grew up like that. And then, but they started coming, so it was just good, man. I when I moved to Miami, it was easy. It wasn't that hard.
Well, that seems like it was an easier thing for
Yes,
you
it was.
than the first time.
Yes.
And your family seems to really mean a lot to you. Do you speak with them really often?
All day, every single time, everyone. My grandma, my mom, everyone, all the time. My mom texts me every single morning, every single night, every single afternoon. What are you doing? Even if she does know that I don't do anything the entire day. Then I'm in the house, just drinking mate or taking a nap, and she texts me to see what I'm doing, and I'm like just chilling, drinking mate, watching soccer. That's all I do. But yeah, I speak to them every single day. And yeah, my family for me, it's everything. As I'm telling you, I grew up like that. I grew up like every single Sunday. We were having barbecues every single Sunday with the family of my stepdad or my mom. Every single Sunday was something. So at the end of the year, Christmas, New Year, we were all my cousins, uncles, everyone was there. So that's why family for me is a big part of my life.
Is it a big family?
Yes, I have a lot of cousins. I have three uncles. Have how many cousins I have?
If you have to think of the number, that's
I
a
don't
lot.
know. Yes, that's enough. That's when we were having those barbecues. We were playing soccer because like we have like I think like we are 6 men and 3 girls, so we were playing like 4v4, and the girls were for each team. They were goalies, so yeah, I have a lot of cousins, a big family, but yeah.
And I remember you telling me you have a little nephew that really looks up to you.
Yes, I do. Yeah, he loves soccer. He always texts me too. He's asking me for advices and everything. I send him cleats, clothes from Philly, Miami. He's turning 14 now, and then he's playing pretty good. He's scoring goals too, so I'm happy for him. And then he asked me to come to Philly to play in the youngest here. So
Oh.
I told him it's not easy because you're not American, so we had to try and to find that out. But he wanted to come here to play, so
Interesting.
we'll see.
So, being here in Philly, has your family had the chance to come here yet?
Yeah, they come very often. They come every 4 or 5 months, 6
Okay.
months sometimes. They're coming now in May for my birthday, so they come pretty often. They came like 5 times, I think, or 4 times already to Philly.
Where do you bring them when they come to town?
I bring them to New York. I go to Rittenhouse Square. I brought them to the Rocky Steps because my mom wanted to go there. I go to King of Prussia. I go out for dinner with them. I bring them to the stadium, of course. That's all we do, pretty much. Yeah.
Can I see the water?
Yeah.
I'm going to refill my mate, but after this quick break, we'll go to Mark the Mailman for some mailbag questions from Philadelphia Union fans for Julian Carranza.
Subaru has teamed up with the Philadelphia Union and Greater Philadelphia area Subaru retailers to make a difference in our community and at Subaru Park. Together, we've helped hundreds of pets get adopted at the stadium. At Subaru Park, we've grown and donated thousands of servings of fresh organic produce to area food banks and helped give kids in our community access to the game they love. Together, Subaru and the Philadelphia Union are making a difference. Subaru, more than a car company.
We'll go to Mark the Mailman, who has plenty of fun responses from our Union fans.
Sure do. A lot of questions. Questions on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll be honest, you guys have been chatting for a while. I have been drinking nothing but mate, so I am jacked up here. I am ready to roll. All right, so the first one came from Instagram from USA Soccer Spot. What is the favorite word or phrase that you've learned since moving to Philadelphia? So what's something that you'd never heard of before, and then you get here and now you say it all the time?
There was a lot of words that I remember Ali was telling me about. I don't remember now.
Like John, maybe?
No,
Too generic.
there was like 3 words that just people from Philly said those words, but I don't remember, to be honest with you.
How has your English gotten better since you came to Philadelphia, or was it pretty good since when you were down in Miami as well?
No, it
Obviously,
wasn't good in Miami, no.
It wasn't
I can
good.
imagine you were speaking a lot of Spanish in Miami for the most
I didn't
part.
speak a
Right.
word of English in Miami. I don't know. I just started to talk to people, to my fiance now, and then I just learned. It's not perfect, but it's good.
It's pretty good.
It's great.
So,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't speak a word of English like 2 years ago. So,
Okay.
but no, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't remember the words that Ali was telling me. So
We'll have to ask him when we
Yeah.
have him back on. All right. So the second question then this is an interesting name, Capricorn on the Cob, wanted to know, what is your favorite part about Philadelphia?
my favorite part about Philadelphia, to be honest with you, I love the stadium when it's full, and then when I'm on the field and I see everyone screaming around me. It's just beautiful. I love it.
Good answer.
Great
I love
answer.
it.
Love to hear that.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so this is from Ryan Brown, 7830. I have a feeling I know the answer to this question already, just based off of what we heard from before, but who is the best player you've ever played against?
Yeah.
Insert.
Definitely Lionel Messi. Yeah.
Okay. What about outside of Messi?
Outside of Messi, I played with, not against, Gonzalo Higuain
Yeah.
in Miami. Top striker.
Yeah.
I never played against him, of course, but I played with him a year and a half, and then that
Good
guy was
player.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can really tell that he was top striker in the world.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
What about non-Argentinian?
Not Argentinian against. Wow. Not Argentinian?
Because it sounds like you're kind of biased at this point.
Wait, let me think. There's not one that comes to up to my mind. They're all Argentinians.
That's fair. All right, so then the next one comes from NJ Dalbo. Again, I'm not sure what the name means, but What is the favorite goal you've scored in your career? So we saw, obviously, another big one this past weekend, but what's your favorite goal of your career?
My favorite goal, the final that we played against New York City here in the stadium.
Yes.
We were down 1-0, and then Jacob played a quick ball like he played in Portland, and I scored to tie the game 1-1. I remember that game was exciting. It was the final, so
Great crowd.
great
Was
crowd.
loud.
Yes, very loud. And then I enjoyed that goal a lot. So I think that's my favorite one
Nice.
so far.
Speaking of loud crowds, Mark, you were down in Nashville this weekend, right?
We brought a few guests down, and the Traveling Sons of Ben were there. They were pretty loud.
Did you hear them?
I did.
From up in the
Yes, when I
stadium?
said it, when I did my little guitar,
Yeah, you did the
I
guitar
was
for
looking
him.
at them
Yeah.
because they were there. Yeah,
They
Yeah, it
were
was-
loud.
I remember them.
From where I was sitting in the press box, you could hear our Union chants louder than Nashville's chants in their supporter section.
I agree.
I don't know if it's because I was a little bit closer, but they were really loud.
Yeah. By the way, there was one guy from Columbus, our home opener last year. We were winning 4-2 or 4-1, and this guy came up to me at left back. He was like, "Yo, this crowd is crazy. They're all nuts." And I looked at him and I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah, welcome to
you're
Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna love to hear that.
Yeah.
They will love to hear that.
And they're going to be even louder the next time
I
they're in the
hope so.
stadium.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one, and we touched on this a little bit already from Nick Nolik on Instagram there. What does your game day ritual look like? Obviously, it includes a lot of mate. What else?
I mean, I just wake up, take a shower, stretch, do treatment. If you're away, I do treatment with Polly always before lunch. Of course, I drink my mate.
Yep.
It kind of is a little bit different if I'm away or if it's at home. But yeah, I just try to wake up, stretch, have my mate, do treatment, eat the same meal as always,
Which is?
pasta and chicken. I take a nap, so like 1 hour nap, 2 hours nap, or whatever it is, and then I just wake up and get ready again for the game. That's basically it.
Nice.
Did you really tell Paulie that you were going to score a hat trick before you
Yes.
scored the hat trick?
Yes.
That is unbelievable.
We always talk about, like, I always say with him, like, we talk about the game and whatever. And sometimes he tells me, we need 2 golazos today. That's how he said it. We need 2 golazos. So that night in Saprissa, I told him, like, we were doing tape, and his tape was pretty good. So he was like, "Oh, look at that. Take a photo. You will never see that again." And whatever. And I told him, I'll tell you what, tonight I want to score a hat trick. So that's how he said it. And
So we just
And
need to
you
say that
did.
more often.
yeah, we'll tell Paulie.
There you go. All right, so it's from K Maria 29. What is your pregame song? Do you have a song of choice to get you kind of?
I mean, I have a lot of songs. I listen before the game. I listen a lot to Bad Bunny. Then I just know, I don't know, like 40 songs of them, and I don't have one specific song, but I do have a playlist.
Yeah.
That is all like Bad Bunny, reggaeton, some
Yep.
cumbia as well. I don't know if you guys know what cumbia is.
Nope.
Some Argentinian songs that get me going, and yeah.
Who creates the playlist in the locker room that you guys listen to? Who puts
I
that
think
together?
B does it. No, we don't do it. We don't.
Oh, the players
we don't
don't?
do it. No. There's
That would be equipment director Brandon Kaminsky.
yes, Brandon Kaminsky. He takes care of that.
Interesting.
Yes.
Which leads into then our last question from that kid Louie. Who has the best music taste on the team? Would you say yourself or somebody else?
Definitely not in Biso.
Not good?
Definitely not in Biso. No. I think I'll put myself on the top.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Humble.
I'm
not
pretty
the
good.
not
yes.
the young homegrown kids.
No,
like,
no,
They don't
no,
know
no,
anything
no.
about it.
No
right.
chance.
So I figured.
No.
Awesome.
All right, let's close this out with one more refill.
You took all the water. I
I
don't
didn't-
have anything.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Perfect.
Thanks for tuning in to The DOOP presented by Subaru. I'm Sage Hurley, Mark the Mailman, Julian Carranza. We'll see you next time.
And actually, one last thing before we go. We've got a nice little delivery from Mark the Mailman here, courtesy of our friend Jason at Yerba Crew.
Oh, what is this?
This is for you, Sage. Julian.
All right.
Check it out.
There we go. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
look at this.
A
King
custom-
Julian.
It's
A
pretty
custom
cool.
made.
Thanks, Jason.
It's pretty cool. Thanks, Jason. I love it. I'm gonna use it more than mine now.